Welcome back, and we're going to be talking about Invincible Season 3 Vicious Views, another episode, and that's another series. Or is it the first series? I think it's the first series we're doing. Invincible Season 3. I haven't done 1 or 2, also talked about any 1 or 2 yet because we haven't done Vicious Views, but I wanted to do Season 3 because I was watching it and it just slaps. I think Invincible is one of the best shows currently. And yeah, it just slaps. The season is so good. One thing I will say, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure the episodes are longer this season. I didn't actually fact check that. I should have fact checked that. But yeah, the characters are so good in this season, and the reason you get to get more depth with the characters is because the episodes are longer. You get, like, for example, Mark's mom. She's going through getting into a new relationship with a normal human that isn't Mark's dad, isn't a Voltramite, so she's going through that. You kind of get a little bit of a look on how she dealing with that and dealing with her feelings with Mark and Mark's brother Oliver being the heroes, and just you get to see that side. You also get to see Rex, that what he's going through and his development as his character, going from that season 1, that cocky, arrogant guy, and seeing kind of where he is now and how he's grown as a character. The characters slapped the season. I love that we got to see from so many different people, even some of the villains, or like some people that were maybe not really villains, but they were kind of like side characters. We got to see a little bit of backgrounds from a lot of different characters. Very good. Love that about the characters. The fighting was pretty good. There was like a thing that I saw online and everything, people talking about the animation. Some people saying that the fight scenes were like still images. I didn't really clock that because I kind of only focus on episode 7 and 8, and they said those are perfect. So they didn't really ruin the series for me or anything. I kind of still enjoyed the whole season. The fighting is still pretty good. I do like that they don't just go, this is Invincible, which they have never done it, but I thought kind of like this season it would wrap more into Mark, and we wouldn't really get to see as many characters, but we get to see so many development from characters. The characters are very, very good, and they do a really, really good job in showing the characters. Now, speaking of fighting, yes, episode 7 and 8 were probably the best fight scenes, because I do feel like all the other scenes with the fighting, in terms of having Mark in it, wasn't really like a challenge in a way for Mark. We do get to see some like return villains that were from past seasons, and at the end, there's a bit of a spoiler territory. They do tease like another potential villain coming back, maybe 1 or 2. So that's a spoiler a little bit there. Apologize about that. Trying not to do spoilers, but it is kind of difficult. It overall is just a great season, and it's a great show. If you haven't watched Invincibles, I would recommend going and watching it. Then also, I don't know why you're watching this. It's season 3. I'm talking about season 3, yeah. But yeah, it's just a great overall scene. The ending is crazy. It's not the season what I thought it was gonna be. I thought for sure we were gonna get kind of like a lot closer to the ending. It does seem like they're building up on a few different things happening, which I do kind of like, which happened with this season. This season I kind of did think it was going to be the Voltramites coming to Earth kind of thing. That I kind of thought that would happen in this season. It didn't happen, but we saw a bunch of different things happen, different enemies and different scenarios that happened with different characters, including Mark. And like, for example, Mark and Cecil, their relationship kind of gets broken in the season. Because of Mark feels that Cecil betrayed his trust by kind of using one of the villains that they've defeated in the past, kind of letting him work for Cecil to help him build stuff. And Mark just kind of sees that as the ultimate betrayal. So they kind of have like a beef kind of going on in the season, and that kind of happens very early on. I think it's episode 1, episode 1 or episode 2 that it happens, and that kind of continues throughout the whole season. And you really get to see like all these little like pop-ups, different villains or stories that happens that include different villains coming in and out. And it does look like in season 4 they're going to do a similar thing where you're still going to get your main story kind of flowing in, but you're going to get these like different villains at the end. If you watch the end of episode 8, you'll see kind of they show you who's out there and what's going on with all the characters, and you can kind of see there's going to be a lot of different things happening in season 4. I'm pretty amped for season 4. Overall, I would say this was a pretty good season. I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I think it was really good. I do think season 4 has the potential to be even better. But yeah, that's all I have to say without going too much into spoilers with like characters, you know, like what happens to certain characters and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I think it was really good. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite scenes was, what you most liked about the season, and if what are you looking forward to in season 4. That's going to be it for Vicious Views Invincible season 3. Peace.